Hello again, welcome back. Yeah, how bad is that? Just as we finish the mission, the game decides to crash on us. That's an issue. Um, I don't. The autosave hopefully is kicked in, and probably just before placing them last two solar panels. I'm hoping that's where it's kicked in, but I don't know for sure. Um, yeah, frustrating. So I'm going to quickly redo all the YouTube side of things, which will take me a second. Ah, but it was just as we sat that last solar panel down and we're done. That's the bit that worries me now, because is that going to happen again when we go to do it once again in a second? I'm assuming autosave would have kicked in after placing the one before down. I'm thinking, but I don't know for sure. E-Play, good morning. How are you? But yeah, that's frustrating. It's the first ever crash of the game. Absolutely. Thank you for the likes. Much appreciated. That was. Yeah, first ever crash of the game. Completely. Uh, but yeah, as I say, the concern being the fact that it was as we placed that last thing to finish off the mission. That's more the concern. And now I can't even see my own stream. I'm hoping the autosave kicked in after placing one of the solar panels at least. I'm pretty good, thank you. I'm not too bad, thank you, Eplan. Thank you for asking. I'm pretty good, thank you. I'm not too bad, thank you. Right, I just need to put back in the chat what I did last time, which was about the channel update. So bear with me a second, and then we'll crack on. I hate when things like that happen. And I know it's another reason to get the capture card done. I know it is. E-Player's now got #1 crown. I don't understand that. You're now #2 crown, Crazy Iceman. I don't know why. I don't know how that works. Uh, right, there we go. That's it. Perfect. Right, let's get in. Shall we see how bad this is going to be? Last stream stopped and stream had more messages. Yeah, I don't know. First in chat, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I've not seen it before. I don't quite understand how it works. Oh, it's top fans. I've got a little note thing here. You're so top fans. So you're okay. Let me. This is so. This I've got it on my screen, which is managing the stream. I've actually got a notice on here that I've got a notice I've just noticed. Bear with me. Top fans and XP. What's the leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top three get special badges and live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? You need to collect experience points or XP by sending live chat messages or super chats and super stickers. I can turn it off, but it shows the top two. So the more you chat in chat, the higher you are, but it only shows the top three people who have the crowns, according to that. So it's something new YouTube have added in, by the looks of things. Right. Are we going to be... How close to being done with this mission are we going to be? I'm hoping we've already got loaded up. Minimum, we've already loaded the mule up. That's my hope, anyway. So currently you've both got 75 XP, because I can see a leaderboard myself. Which is great. It's just different, isn't it? Okay. Right, so it's put us back to... Right, I know what it's done. So it's put us back to when we had just finished... the first of the solar panels. So we've got 2 solar panels still to do. That camera, and that's where it crashed last time. Hopefully, we can get these 2 in place and it won't crash. If it crashes again, I'm not too sure what we're going to do, because that's a big issue. Because it means we can't finish this stage of the mission. But we shall see. I'm hoping it's not an issue just with this map and this bit. We'll find out in a second. But yeah, it's another really push to get the capture card sorted, isn't it, on my part? So I've got to get it done. It's just time. I think part of me thinks it's also a pain because it means I've got more leads to get out every morning. Rather than now, I just switch the PlayStation on, switch the laptop on. We're basically good to go. Once I get a capture card involved, it's not as simple as that. That's more the thing. But I've got to do it, I think. We've got to really. It's the only way we're going to really get any further forward as a channel. Come on, just turn round. Right, that one, there we go. Oh, we didn't want it in the first one, I wanted it in the second one. Right. If it crashes again, we will reload back in. Let's see. Was it just a one-off issue? I think it was. Solar station, a little dust won't stop the eye from seeing clearly. That is the solar station back up and running. I'm glad it didn't crash. Obviously, we lost all the momentum from the last stream, but that happens. What can you do?
All this work you've done, but parts of the power grid are still down. I don't know about you, but that just annoys me. It makes me want to get it over with. So, the plan is to redirect the power from the solar station to the central distribution substation.
Okay.
You'll need a cable layer for that. Then, what was it? Oh, yeah. Bring and install a new transformer. Sounds
easy peasy.
And you don't even need a cable layer for that part. Think you could do it? Thanks in
So,
advance.
we've got 10 main missions left to do that we know about, and that's then this map done. Possibility of finishing this map today, essentially. Right, let's have a look at these missions, shall we? Supply. Did have this one first. Take the beach fuel tanks to the port. So we had this mission first to do, to be fair. So it might be worth having a look at this one first. These are fuel tanks that have been dropped. We need to take them both to the port and drop them off there. I would like to get this done, I think, first, because we had this mission first. So we'll do this first. But if we look at the other main mission, it wants power. That's where... Okay, I'm just trying to see where we're picking stuff up. Object is there, to be delivered there. And we're going to get power to there from here. Again, trying to avoid the road where possible, which actually is doable, I think. If we come up here with the cable layer, I think we can avoid the road, the majority of the road that way. So that's not too bad, actually. Yeah, that looks to be doable. Again, avoiding roads, because otherwise you really badly mess up roads, and you don't want to do that if you can avoid it. And the transformer to pick up is there. I think we do the side mission first, though, as we've had this one first. I don't know how big these things are. Cable layers there currently. What else we got nearby? Big crane is there. That's a tank of a thing. Is that a mule, or is that something else? That is a mule. Okay, that's perfect positioning then. So the mule can go and pick up this. We'll do the furthest one first. So what we're going to do is come out of where we are, over the bridge, and head left. sand is really picking up, the sandstorm. But we'll go and get the first of these and then get the second job done then. Yeah, so there is a big chance we can finish this today. If we can get everything done. It's basically 14 missions we need to get done now to fully finish this. How big are the tanks? They're decent size. I think we'll get on the back of the mule though. We should be okay. See the one in the far distance over there? That's what we're going for first. So we'll go and grab that first one, get it delivered, grab the second, then we'll move on to the laying the cable and delivering the transformer. Obviously we've already got one mule where the transformer is going to be at the station, solar station, so that's a bonus. Okay, do not want to get stuck in the water here, we're going to avoid it. Lots of debris in the water, to be fair. There is, I should say, there's a possibility of getting across if you wanted to on the water, I would say, but I'm not going to risk it, I don't think. It's a lot easier not risking these things. Okay, first tank. Although to be fair, that is actually quite shallow. There's me saying I won't risk it. It actually does look very, very shallow. Swing around that way. Or is it stuck on the crane? I think it's the way I use the crane is causing that. Okay, it's in. I can probably go a bit further in, to be fair. Come on. Don't start twisting on me. This one, there we go. That's what we wanted. Fold crane, anchors, strap. So we could go across there. It is very shallow, to be fair, looking across. Let's change camera so we can actually see. Or no, we'll just go back the way we came. There's no point risking these things now. We're so close to getting everything done. There's no point risking it, is there? Because that could so easily go wrong. And I'd rather not have that hassle. Especially when the journey back this way isn't that bad anyway, to be fair. Certainly along here and then right go across the bridge. It's actually, we haven't been to the delivery point at the port before, so we've got to figure that bit out as well. Hopefully that won't be too tricky. It's taking a little bit easy, obviously. Don't want to risk tipping over really if we can avoid it. Just save ourselves a bit of time. We've got 3 hours to try and get potentially this whole map done. Right, we'll have to come back for that one once this first one's delivered. I'm not 100% sure where we're going with this one. Let's have a quick look while on the bridge. So, go across to the roundabout. I want to live in there. Okay. So now the oil's gone, we can just basically come to the roundabout. And go American style around it, and it'll be the first exit on the right through the oil, and we're there. So we don't have to go too far either then, to be fair. That's a big bonus. So this is the roundabout. We'll go American instead of English, and that's to the right. Patrick, good morning, how are you? Through the drained oil, although there's still remnants here. and we could have to deliver it just here. And then we'll go back and get the last one, and that's the side mission done, which will then leave, from what I saw, that will then leave us with 3 more side missions to do, and the 10 main missions. It's all going to be how many mistakes you make, I think, to whether we get this match finished today. How many silly mistakes you make. Right, first one in place. Blue transport doing about it. Besides the winch, there's a winch on the front. I think it's an autonomous winch. Blue transport. Blue transport? Am I missing something? I forgot something. Blue transport. What's the blue transport? Autonomous winch though. Sounds cool. Have I forgotten something we spoke about recently? Thank you for the like, it was much appreciated. Right, again, roundabout we'll go English style this time. And we'll take the first left. There we go. Okay, so instead of going across the bridge, we need to take a left just before the bridge. And there is a little route down to where this oil barrel is by looks of things. Ignoring that tyre. Did see on the map there's a route down. Doesn't mean it's an easy route down though. I think it's there. Is that a route down? Because our oil barrel is just to the right hand side. Getting back up here may be a problem. I don't know. There's rocks all there. Let's quickly check on the map. Ah, see, it's this one here. There's where the gap in the rocks is. So it's not there. It's this this bit here. That definitely wasn't easy to spot. I know that much. Okay. There's the oil tank. What I'll try and do is reverse up to it just so we've got an easy way out. Oh, a little bit sinky here. Gotta be a bit wary of that. Sinky. That wasn't really what I meant. You're okay. Glad to hear you're okay. Vehicle we got the asphalt and the roller. I'm really confused. The vehicle you got when you got the roller and the asphalt vehicles. Hang on. Let's go into... No, that's not what I want to go into. Garage. What are we talking about? We're talking about the blue vehicle. Blue transport. Oh, the small... You mean the small one? This one, the Pike. Do you mean that one? I can't think of another blue transport. Tracked heavy dump. That's DLC. We're not touching that. Oh, okay, that one. Right. So what were you saying about it? Winch on the back and the winch, and it has a winch on the front. Oh, okay. Yeah. The reason it's because we've never used it, have we? I think was the point. And it looks like it's one for picking up vehicles. Still don't really know how useful it would be, to be honest. We've probably not even used it as of yet, and we're 4 maps in. This is our 5th map, isn't it? You think if it was useful, we would have used it by now, to be fair. That's the thing in my mind. If it was a vehicle that we're going to utilise in 4.5, 5 maps, we would have used it at least once. Or it's the fact we don't know how useful it is. There's that element, isn't there? Using moving cargo, okay. And what's it like? What's it compare with? Obviously, it hasn't got a crane. Right, we're going to go American roundabout, and it's first on the right. There we go. Through the oil, or drained oil patch. And then this goes just on the right hand side, and that'll be the mission complete. There we go. Camera icon does help. There we come. Across we go. Turn it round. Right, actually get it out of the vehicle would help. There we go. And that is mission complete. The beach tanks have been returned back to the port. Job done.
Good job. This smells. Actually, I guess it's a complex fragrance. Oil, sewage, and money. Could you say it smells like victory?
Is that what victory smells like, is it?
Oil and pipes. Can't say I don't feel the same.
There we go, job done. Okay. So our next job is the main one we got a minute ago, which is supply electricity to the central distribution substation. I think we deliver the object first, I think is probably the go-to. And to do that, we just jump back in the mule here, we pick up the transformer, and we drive the transformer to the substation over there. And then we jump in the cable layer, and we go and lay the cables. We do need to get out of here though. Can we fit? We can just about, I think. Yeah, there we go. As I say, we've got 10 main missions and 3 side missions remaining to finish the map. It's 100% at the very least. I think there'll be a bit of electricity to do. There's quite a few places that aren't connected, it seems. Okay, our pickup point is just over there, which is where we were getting the solar panels from anyway. So it's the same place. Or was it? No, solar panels were down there, weren't they, actually? So it's a slightly different place to the solar panels. This is where we find out we can't really carry it, it's too big. Okay, we have carried these before, to be fair. It's very big, but we have carried these on the mules before, and it has worked. But it can be, we've got to take the driving really carefully. The thing is, a bigger vehicle, we don't have any bigger vehicles with cranes, because there aren't any, annoyingly. This is when we need just that slightly bigger vehicle with a crane. Doesn't need to be massively bigger, but it needs to be a little bit bigger, and it would make this job so much easier. Because this is going to really max out the mule, as we've had previously. There we go. I think we have put this on one of the bigger trucks before, but then you've got to take a second vehicle because you haven't got a crane on the back of it. That's what gets really frustrating with having to take a different vehicle the second time round. But you can do this in one, as long as you use the mule. Right, is that as far forward as it goes? Yeah. I think we're good on the sides. Cargo strapped. Crane can't fold. There was always that possibility, the further forward you put it, the more the crane can't fold. So now we need to manually fold the crane as much as we can here, or at least put it to the front. And then bring it in. I don't want it up in the air. I want it as folded as possible, really. There we go. Like that is not too bad. We can manage that. Right. This needs to be taken a little bit slowly, and this can go wrong very easily, and we could tip over. So we need to be careful here. I think the route itself shouldn't be too bad, but we shall see. No sharp turns. I mean, we all know how good the mule is, and you know it will keep pottering along as much as you want it to. Even this, like this, is probably at its max in terms of what it should carry, weight-wise. Don't tip. Right, we need to be turning left here. Yeah. Okay, so down this road and turn left, and then follow that road along. Is it this left here? Yeah, this left here. Nice and easy if we can. Again, any bumps and lumps, it could be a potential make us fall over. That's not too bad though. We have driven this route before. It's not a first time. It's just obviously not with this load on. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. As I say, we could, if we wanted to, put this on the back of something better, something bigger, and it wouldn't be as much of a problem. But, in doing so, the problem you then face is you've then got to take a secondary vehicle with you. Managed to save that just about there. I need somewhere flat to reset. Oh. Thing is, you've got to use the crane like that before your engine goes off, otherwise you can't use the crane. Right, only 300 meters to go. But yeah, we could make this easier for ourselves and put it on something better, bigger, better that can carry it. But then we've got to take the crane up separately. You're then driving two vehicles, and I think that takes longer than just trying to take it easy, really. In my eyes, anyway. I don't know. Maybe it's not quicker to do it this way because you've got to be so careful. Maybe, I don't know. In my eyes, I thought this would be quicker because it would got. Well, I want to say river-based support on the mountains of hill where you destroy the road. Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. They've made that hill. Well, it's something we might have to look at then as something useful. Take it easy on the hill. Have I got the wrong camera? No, that is the right camera. Go on, up the hill. $150 meters away. Hang on. I'm going straight. I don't know if that was a good choice or not. Find out in a second. I can't see anything, that's the problem. Straight. Wasn't the worst choice. There was an open gate there, to be fair. That's where we've got to get it to. I think this is where we're going to end up bringing in the cable, isn't it, by the end of it? Because we want the cable off the road, essentially. Although you can't really call it a road. Off the track. Okay, we're going to take right here. This is tighter than I expected, actually. There's the gate. Wow, that's just... Okay. How am I getting that to there? So I'm trying to see camera-wise, but I can't actually see. That's where we're getting it to. I don't know how I'm getting it to that. I don't think this truck, the mule, can reach that far. From anywhere, to be honest. We might need a bigger crane. There's no way to get closer in there, I don't think. And definitely we're not reaching it from out here. The thinking was though, get over the fence and then we can see if we can manoeuvre ourselves over a few things in there. Maybe we get it, we do it. I don't know, we may need a bigger crane. We want to at least get it over the fence. Don't do that. Yeah, we at least get over the fence. And then we will go inside and see if we can get... You're going to tell me I can't even get over the fence, aren't you? I can get over the fence. I need to get a bit more slack between the crane and it. I can't do that and get the height. And that's how it's going to go. There we go. Okay. You can get it to fall over the fence, I think. It's kind of what I want it to do. We get it there. Right, then we can see if we can find a way in, I think. That is not a simple delivery point, annoyingly. Camera. I know we can go and get a bigger crane, but there's none nearby. That's the thing. So if we can avoid bringing in a bigger crane, then that's a bonus to us. Does that not move at all? No, that's solid. Okay. Well, we're not getting past that to get in that way, then, are we? Is there an entrance to the other side? Yes. So there are some limitations to the mule. It is amazing and it does everything we want it to do, but there are some limitations. Do these move? I'm assuming they do. No, don't tell me they're solid. I think they're solid. Yeah, they don't look. They don't link. You can't pick them up. Okay, that's a problem. Well, what we'll do, we'll give it one try with the mule, be as close to the fence as possible. If we can't then get this in place, we'll have to go and get a bigger crane. We won't have a choice in the matter. I don't think we're going to reach though. We may get lucky and get it just about in place and it give it to us. I know I don't normally like taking that. I normally like to be perfect, but there's a time factor. I might take it, but I don't know. I'm really close. Yeah, see, nothing moves. The fence doesn't move. It's solid. That's as high as you can go. I need to loosen it a little bit. Not going to get it any closer, I don't think. Can't even. I need to get off that fence. So the whole thing is in there is ideally what I need. Can't quite get over that fence line. Although I can turn it maybe. Yeah, we're not getting that in there. I'm trying to twist it, it's just not. There we go, we're in. No! It was there, it was there! We had green for a second. We had it swinging, we had the green. I wouldn't normally take it, but it would save us a massive amount of time if we didn't have to go and get another crane here. Can't get it to do it. I think we just had a little bit of swing and that enabled it to do it. Whereas now I can't get the swing. Ah, okay, we need to drive a different crane here. There's no point. We'll be messing around for ages. We need a different crane. We thought we could do it with the mule, but because you can't get in there, nothing breaks. All the fences are solid. We can't get in. Yeah, nothing. And all the entrances are blocked. But it is what it is. Right, we need a bigger crane then. I don't know where the nearest one is. We're going to have to have a look. So that's there. We have got one that's still. We've got a. See, I don't know if that's big enough. But the trains that you drive, I don't think that one's big enough. To be honest, we've got a big one over here. Is that the only one we've got out and about? I think it is. If that is the only one, we can get the other one out. And our closest place is River Base, I think. So, let's have a look. They're both out, but I don't know where they are, to be fair. That one is... Oh, that's the other side. That's by the concrete plant. Do you know what? Let's pull the one from the port then. If that's concrete plant, we'll pull the one from the port. That way, because I don't want to take it in the concrete plant, I have to drive it all the way back if we need concrete for anything. The one it's there, it's actually doing us a favour. So we'll retain that one, deploy. Okay. We obviously need to drive all the way there. To get in there shouldn't be a problem. It's just time. And then after that we've got to drive the cable layer to the solar station. which is currently at the port, and then lay cables off-road to where we're taking this. We had one moment of green, I thought we had it, but wasn't to be. Okay. In terms of driving this, we follow this road to the roundabout, over the roundabout, onto our road, and take a right before the substation. Seems to be the way we're going. There's a vehicle behind us. I don't know who's quicker. I guess it's his. Yeah. To be fair, we have already got all the rewards from all the delivery sites. So if we do hold him up and it cancels his route, we're not losing anything. This is the roundabout. Straight over. And then we need to take a right hand turn in a minute, I think it is. Is it there? Is this a right hand turn, I wonder? It is. I don't know if it's better to retain the cable out or just drive it from where it is. Either we'll have a look at that and see what's closer. Might be easier to drive from where it is, to be fair. Yeah, all I was trying to do was save having to buy, send a second vehicle. And in the end, we have to do it anyway. Yeah, I do. I've used that occasionally to see where they are, to be fair. I didn't have much issue. Many issues driving the mule this way, but this is having a few issues. Well, we are nearly there at least. But yeah, just trying to save myself time, and obviously it wasn't to be. But at least we've got the transformer there, that's the main thing. This thing is really struggling, I don't know why. I don't remember it normally struggling. Lots of things to sell here, but lots of things flashing yellow. Right, anchors, crane camera. The annoying thing is, this would now take seconds. I know we've got it green, but I'm going to put it in place. There we go. Took seconds, but there we go. Okay, now we need to do power from this substation to there. Cable layer is down here. All the way here. We actually probably should call it back to base then, I think. With a quicker route. Yeah. So cable layer. Although saying that, that's the. Oh no, that's upgraded one, isn't it? Yeah, we'll bring it back. No. My Apple Watch is so I support Liverpool football team. Okay, Liverpool football star Diego Jota has just been killed in a car crash. Wow, that's according to local reports in Spain. That's mad. Okay. Right, cable layout. We just need to get this to the substation. If you don't follow football, Diego Jota probably doesn't mean anything. If you follow football, that will. Okay, we are quicker than this vehicle, annoyingly. There's not been massive amounts of room to overtake. Well, means we're quicker than him, look. Come on, can we get past? Come on, I'm trying to get past him. Out my way. There we go. We're past him. I don't think he's too happy about us overtaking him, though. I don't think he took that very well, by the sounds of it. Okay, just got to get this. I don't know if we turn off the same place one that we did before. It's something we do need to check. Yeah, same turn off, I think. But we have to go slightly different way, I think. Because we're trying to avoid the road for laying cables. And obviously this is the road you want to avoid. The little van, yeah, that's mad, isn't it? I know these things happen all the time, but when you actually read it and you follow that team. Right, substation is here. So our plan is to follow it from here across this way, and then we want to go up here. Then we're avoiding all this road. So if we come to the end of these rocks over here, I will say the cable layer has been brilliant so far. It's not really had any missteps. It's always managed to get through whatever terrain we put it on. Okay, that's the edge. So we want to basically head straight for a little while, and then we'll move from there. We should be able to see the hill when we get close. So let's activate. It's near enough straight to start with. What surface can you not break through? Oh, okay. So I'm trying to see what surface it doesn't like. It didn't like something there, but it's now done it. I don't quite know what it didn't like, to be fair. Oh, there's water left here. I don't want to be on all these rocks. Yeah, can't break it's the rocks I think that are the problem. Doesn't like the rocks. We've got more to the right than I wanted, to be fair. So there we go. Okay, can we see the hill's there actually? We can see the hill we want to use. Why can't it break through that surface? Been a bit finicky today. Being a little bit finicky in what it's actually doing, but there we go. Should be fine. Say fine. We're okay. Didn't like something. Right, we follow this route here, and I think we can stay off road and get it connected. Unless it tells us it doesn't like something here. And she's trying to stay away a little bit from the rocks if we can. It's mad when that kind of thing happens out completely out of the blue, isn't it? That's the thing. And it does happen all the time out of the blue, but I think that's when it becomes more surprising. We had to talking about deaths and things. It's slightly different though. My little boy's had a hamster. He wanted a hamster a year or two back. We got him named after Pokemon. All is well in the world. Well, it hasn't dealt very well with the heat recently. And although that, you know, him and my mum do everything they can to look after it, it's upstairs so I don't see it. Unfortunately, it died. And it's the first pet that his own that's died. It was taken a little bit hard. We did have a family dog. His grandparents had that died recently. And that was bad enough, but yeah. That's our own pet this time. We're trying to explain to him. It was quite tricky. You forget, as an adult, you forget what that's like, don't you? That's the thing. That is the cables done with power now. Heading here.
Tired work. The central distribution substation is all powered up and has nowhere to go. The whole point of the exercise was to give power to Tiffle, but the power line to the town is out.
Okay.
Being called predictable, but
I'm guessing we're fixing the power line.
It is to deliver the resources needed to repair it. You guessed right. So please get rolling.
There we go. Next mission is up. We'll look at it in a second. Let's complete task. Okay, let's park that up here. We had to go a little bit on the road to get the last bit of cable in, but actually I don't think it's interrupted the road too much. It should be fine. I don't know how often we're going to need to come here in the first place, to be fair. Right, we've got no oh, because we've already done one of these missions in advance. So this mission here is restore the municipal power substation. To do that, we just need to send five of the steel beams over, and we have 6 in stock. So we can transfer these resources immediately, and that's one done. We now need to build a route from there, from our desert base to the municipal power station. Where is that? There. Okay, we do need to create a route then. That's a little bit annoying. Mainly because that's not going to be the best route, is it? We haven't really used that route ourselves that much. I'm just trying to see where the best connection points are. It does have a nice road going here, but we're down here. This is where we were talking the other day about maybe doing a bridge because to some of these high points. Because although there's a road going down here, that's really steep. And then you've still got to get to that. There is a road here, but again, how easy is that to navigate for these other trucks? It's not us driving it, that's the problem. It is doable, I suppose. If they've got enough speed, they can get up there. But in some ways, you kind of look at it and go, well, maybe we just build a bridge. Then I don't know where our bridge point would be. It was mainly from this side. We were talking about this side of the river here, I think it was. So when we were talking about building a bridge, to be fair. I keep moving the map around and keep confusing myself. I think, let's try out this route. I think there is a possibility this route will work. If we come in this way. There's no way of building roads there. It's so twisty. There's no safer route either. Not from the desert base by looks of things. Okay. We want to turn off here then, don't we? I think. So if we start plotting at the very least. We might need to move our vehicles out the way. Okay, we're not turning off yet. We're going here. And then we're turning off. This may work first time and we're laughing, or this is going to be a nightmare and we'll have to keep going back and trying to fix it. I don't know. But some of these routes like this, there's no point building a proper road. That doesn't help anyone. It's just trying to make sure the routes go the best possible way and avoid too many rocky areas, essentially. Tends to work out better. Yeah, up here. And making sure some of the turnings aren't too sharp, because it can struggle. And I've said this before, I think this game has some of the best AI drivers we've seen in any game recently. I think it definitely do a lot better than a lot of other games. But at the same time, they also still have their issues. You know, they're not perfect. That's the thing. So you've got to take that into account when you're trying to plan their route. Right, how are we getting to there? There wasn't a way through. There's a drop down here. As long as it doesn't have to come back this way, we're okay. Because that drop down will be a nightmare. Okay, we'll dispatch and see if we get any issues. While that's doing that, we need to restore the power line to Tiffle. So we need to bring 5 steel beams. We've just used steel beams up, but we need to bring 5 steel beams to there that we need to deliver. Unable to say it failed because our vehicle's in the way, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, let's quickly get this folded. Couldn't start the route because we were in the way of it. There we go. We should be able to start the route now. While we're here, let's quickly move this out of the way. There we go. Now we should be able to start the route at the very least. It's a bit annoying. Couldn't even start the route. Back to objective, shall we? So, bring resources to the zone, 5 steel beams, and restore power. Okay, so power, we can get power from the distribution centre. How we avoid roads and get it there, I don't know. Because we'll have to use this road here. Our cable layer is nearby, so that's not an issue. We're going to have to use this road here, aren't we, I think? And then just try and stay off the road. How do we get up to that? I don't even know how we get up to it. Oh, is this where a bridge here to here might be helpful? Because I can't see a way to get there. There's a road here. Oh, it's this steep bit here, isn't it? We've got to deliver there as well. I think we need a bridge. Looking at that, lost connection. Yeah, maybe use a wooden bridge because it just built a bridge for the car system because of the angle. Oh really? Oh wow. Okay. I'm thinking there to here. Only because I can't see another way up here. Maybe that's still quite steep. And you've got the route from in town, which is here, but look at that tight turn through there. And that's not exactly easy to get to, plus all these mounds. Obviously, a bridge won't help the cable laying. Cable laying we'll still have to figure out. Potentially could get up here, though. But I wonder if maybe a bridge from here to here would just be easier. We could do electricity first and worry about the bridge after, I think. Cable house is already here, so what I'm thinking is come from here, down here, and then potentially up here. And depending how that goes, that might be our delivery route. Depending how steep that is. So let's jump back into here. I'm not even tracking the mission, am I? Let's track the mission, shall we? We'll track that one. There we go. Is the other one still going? Oh, as I said it just failed. As I said it failed. Is that the same one that failed? That's still due rewards. Hang on. That's the one. It's upside down, supposedly. Let's just move that a little bit that way. Somehow it managed to go upside down. I'm guessing it was going too quickly. No, it's that. I can see where it's going wrong. It's taking too much speed. That will cancel in a minute. We need. I shouldn't have moved that. I should have left it where it was. They're going to fight it out now, aren't they? Don't do that, because you're going to mess it up. The others took out absolutely fine. These two fighting, though, isn't helping. Portal River Base. That's the problem with these. If there's still rewards to gain, we do need to keep them going. I didn't realize how much was still to go here. Why are they really struggling with this corner? It's like they're taking it too quickly. Right, let's focus on what we're doing, shall we? So, cable laying, we want to be going across here. We're going to this bit here, aren't we? Okay. I think this will make it up that hill, but I'm just not sure about delivering things there. I think it will also take a lot of concrete or a lot of wood to do it as well. That's the downside. Right, I think we're in the right place. Let's have a look. We are indeed. We can go a bit more further forward though. That's the port and the river race failing again. That's meant to be the easy route. Look at that. They're just going miles off. I don't understand. That shouldn't be a problem. Put some extra points in. Maybe that will help them take the corner better. Let's quickly ride along with one for a second. I want to see what is actually going on there, because I don't understand. Why is it taking it so wide? Now I can see what's going on, but it makes no sense. That one will fix itself, but they're going so wide. I don't understand. Anyway, there's me praising AI drivers. Right, I think we're roughly in the right place here, aren't we? Let's have a look. So, we've gone a little bit too far forwards. We need to reverse a little bit. Yeah, down here, take a left, and we're looking for this grey kind of incline here. We are potentially ruining a road. I've just realised something. Okay. Our route failed. I've just seen something else. I know we're actually just past it. That's our proper road we built. We are just past it though. I thought that was going to mess us up there for a second there. Where is it? That one. Oh, it's so close to being done as well. We just took the corner too tight. There we go. That's one vehicle delivered. Obviously, we could probably move this round if we wanted to make it a bit smoother. But that'll be that mission complete, I think. If they all make it delivery by then, I think that should come up with mission complete in a minute. Why does that not come up as... Oh, there we go. I think we have to manually do it. Yeah. Oh, now it needs power. So now the mission has changed. So we've done the delivery. We now need to connect power to Al Almir from the municipal power station over there. Now we've got delivery to get that back up and running. We need to create a power bit there as well. Okay. We'll get to that as soon as we can. Yeah, block the main cables. Although no, the bridge will be above us anyway. I should put a marker to be fair. Well, I haven't. Come on. Get hooked on the telegraph pole. First time we've actually had issues with this, but it's because we're too close up pole. If I turn right here, I might be able to do it, but we are having issues with the ground here. Right, let's deactivate for a second, drive forward, reactivate. Should be alright. Yeah, there we go. I am concerned that we're about to make a big mess and we're not going to manage it, but we'll find out in a second. There's the incline we're trying to go up in a second. Again, we are on the road that I didn't really want to mess up because we don't have much choice. We're heading up there. I may say he can't actually do it because the material on the floor it may be too rocky. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We're so close, come on. Oh, you can't break service. Come on. We're there. That's the job done. So we've managed to get up the hill at the very least. So we've managed to get the connection there. We've managed up that hill there. That is climbable, I think. To deliver the bits there, I think that is doable. It's not going to be the easiest one. Now, we did have a gain a new objective, didn't we? Which was this one here. Where's our nearest? The desert base again is the nearest, isn't it? Because we're here with our cable layer. I'm just seeing if there's anything closer because we can get this mission done potentially. But I don't think there is. That's a drive and a half as well. Yeah, I think we'll have to recall this to the desert base to do that. Let's do the mission we're currently doing first, which is steel beams. So we obviously need to make some steel beams again. So we need to jump into our vehicle that's here, our crane, and get some material. That's the beams we need, and then we need to find a vehicle to come and deliver them as well. I wouldn't mind if we can drag some of these. We're not going uphill anymore. We're going across. So actually, dragging some of these should be a bit easier now. We were trying to drag them previously. It turned into a bit of a nightmare, if I remember. This should be a little bit more doable now. How has that failed again? A big red thing would be get us quite a lot of material, to be fair, but let's take this first and foremost. As I say, this should drag fairly simply. If we lift, I think sometimes these are easier to actually connect just with one connection point. Makes life a little bit easier, especially if you lift up that one connection point like that. It's an easier drag, I find. Yeah, single is definitely the way to do it normally, isn't it? They're saying that. There we go. Don't normally have this issue carrying these. I don't think the front wheels are barely touching the floor, are they? I think that's the issue. The way the weight is spread. The whole point was it was just going to drag alongside. That's better. It's there. It's not brilliant. I didn't think it'd be that much of a hassle, to be fair. These things that you think are going to be really simple end up being a nightmare. You would definitely rather a single connection. Right, we don't need that. Okay, we can drop that now. That's enough for 4. We need one more. And the tank just there is the perfect thing. I hate reversing this thing. But yeah, there's a tank right behind us. That would be perfect, I think. Oh no, not that. I want the actual tank. There we go. I think single connection might be okay. It's not like we're going 5 it. And then we just got to get a vehicle here to actually pick everything up. Is that enough for 5? Yeah. So we've got enough now for 5. We just need a vehicle to go and take the delivery. Put this in place ready to load up whatever we bring across. There we go. Right, so we need to bring something, a vehicle over that can carry things. It's only got 5 steel beams to carry. Have we got anything nearby? That's the question. We have got a mule over here. How easy is it to get the mule? I think the mule can actually make that quite simply. It's quite a simple journey there. I know you can't get the height. No, exactly. I think it'd be the mule. Fairly simple. We're nearby. It makes sense to use it while it's nearby. Let's just quickly go and fix this other route again. Ports River Base. Again, I don't understand what this issue is with going off there. What we're going to do is bring this further this way. I want to move that point if I can. Give me the point, there we go. Obviously, for whatever reason, they're taking it far too sharply. So what we'll do, we'll just bring it across. And hopefully, it solves the issue. It's a weird issue to be having, I feel, there. Yeah, so we're going to use the mule to go and get what we need. These steel beams. And there's a kind of a back route to go from where we are. I was hoping we'd use a different vehicle because I like changing vehicles, but to be fair, it's the closest vehicle we have. And all it's going to do is follow the track, and we're there. So, annoying we're not using a different vehicle, but it's the closest one we have, just to save us a bit of time. And then once we get these there, we're cable laying again. I really hope it doesn't say then set a route, because then we will need a bridge, I think. But 5 steel beams is not very much to carry, to be fair. Come on. There's a tractor in the way. Is that helpful? There's where we're going. No, it's not. We're near it, but we're not quite there. I wonder if I can drag that tractor with us. I'm just thinking that in case we need more steel beams in the future, there's a perfectly good tractor here that if we can stick it in the back, we can always drop it off there, and it's a bit more metal than recycled, just in case. Exactly, put it in the truck. Whoa, okay, doesn't like it. Not on the best angle, to be fair. Okay, let's reset this. I think I'm in the worst place, to be fair. Don't need a fold frame. I just need to really set. I just need to be a bit flatter surface. We're kind of at a really bad angle. I think that's definitely a flatter surface. That's better. Just needed a flatter surface to be on. Don't think the wheels fully fit, do they? Oh, no, no, no. It's in. Tractor is in. There we go. Yeah, the cab near us, near the crane. Yeah, the only concern with that was that we wouldn't be able to fold the crane, but actually it's not a problem. There we go. We're going to recycle something else on the way when we get there. Always nice to do our part with the recycling. Right, we need to actually follow this round. And then we head up. No, I don't think it's head up there, is it? There's a shortcut in, but I think I'm too early for it. I think it's next. Right, there is. Our routes are still producing, that's good. Blaze our route up. I knew there was a left-hand turn somewhere. Save us going all the way round. No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Ah. No, it stalled it. Okay. Obviously we have got another crane nearby. Not the best crane in the world, but we can go and hopefully pick it up. At least get it back on its feet. We don't actually need this crane to load the mule because the mule's got its own crane anyway. But I kind of took the corner too quickly, I think, there. Thought I had it fine, but I think I just took it a little bit too quick. Come on. Always seems to have an issue on them broken boards that are just out here. By the broken fence. This doesn't like it at all. Come on. Do not like this crane. This crane is the worst crane going. Not a fan of this crane in the slightest. Can't turn it over. Surely I can just get that to go over. Well, this crane's got nothing to it, has it? Got no oomph for anything. Okay. Let's try crane attachment. I know it's got a tractor on board, and that may not be helping, to be fair. Yeah, the vehicles do see the best, they do give you the most, I think. Come on. All we do is just put it across. Can't. It just doesn't have the oomph to do it, annoyingly. Maybe better off trying to nudge it with the crane itself without trying to pick it up. So if we get this over here, come on. I'm thinking basically stick the crane out at the top corner and push it over that way. That might be our best shot, really, to be fair. Can't see how low we are. Is that as low as we can go? Okay. This may not work then. I can't go any lower. I was hoping to be low enough just to touch it, kind of thing. Yeah, I think we do. One last try. One last try to see if we can get this to right itself, otherwise we have to go and get something else. I need to put my foot down. Port's failed again. This crane is rubbish, it really is. I didn't think the tractor was that heavy, but it seems it must be because it doesn't like doing it. Doesn't like doing anything here. You'd think I'd be able to just nudge it where I need it to be, but was that saying the engine was back on for a minute then? Because now it's saying the engine's still, but not on what I'm using. Oh no, it is. I've actually stalled that engine as well. So trying to save the mule, we've managed to stall both engines. We have got our vehicle here, which we can now send up to help. But yeah, that hasn't quite gone to plan. All we need is the steel beams as well. But yeah, that hasn't quite gone to plan then. So we can probably winch the mule back to where he wants it quite easily. The other crane I'm not fussed at this point. But it just showed how little oomph it has. It can't even turn over the mule with a tractor on board. Yeah, straight up here. I should have planned that, I know. It's just annoying. We were doing so well this morning as well. And yeah, them kind of things just slow you down. It was going oh so well. We also need to get the port route back up and running again because that's messed itself up again. Love to see where this time. Yeah. What we do, we'd ignore the crane and just do the... Yeah, this small thing can do it easily, that's the thing. I think we'd ignore the crane and we'll just go straight for the mule. To be fair. Although I need to get past it looking at that. All I need is power to the mule. If we can get the engine running on the mule, then we're laughing anyway, because I can do it really quickly with the actual, well, it has that. I wasn't. Come on. I need to get past. There's a great rock in the way. But we are moving slowly. Yeah, for something so small, this is actually quite powerful. It doesn't have too many issues, to be fair. Right. Quickly get this back up and running. Port to River Base. Where's he gone wrong this time? I don't know what happened there. So restart it. Right, we want to get the winch. There, really. We're not quite enough to get it over. Yeah, it's not quite enough, but is it enough to get the engine running? No, engine not running. Don't know if maybe if we can get a top section, maybe be better off here. Should really put a handbrake on, to be fair. If I put towing on, although I know the engine's not on at the minute, but the minute we see the wheels moving, then we know it is. Although I don't think we're going to get it that way. If I go further back, I wonder if I can get further forward. I wonder if I can get a winch to a top point. That won't give it to me. The angle's not there to give me the top point that I want. The first time I'm seeing this mobile base struggle, to be fair. It's just not enough to get this over. We just want the wheels to kick into the sand and then it should flip. But instead it's moving the sand annoyingly. So they dig in, it will just flip over. It's moving. Come on, come on. It's digging in. It's digging in. No. It's so close to being there. I don't know if it's suddenly gonna. It's not gonna let me power it, is it? No. So close. Yeah, it could be the tractor, could be the problem, to be fair. So it's going to be a top section. I don't know if we can unstrap it, to be fair. Towing's off. The tow only helps though if the engine's running. That's the thing. The engine has to be running for tow to work anyway. We are close. It's nearly there. Although I don't know where to go now. Yeah, towing only helps if the engine's running on the other vehicle, because using the other vehicle power as well as your own. It doesn't help if it's not got its own engine running. It's so close to being over as well, and it is the tractor stopping it, I think. Thing is, I can't get it. Can I get its engine running from here? Towing is on, but its engine, although it's on, it's not running its engine, I don't think. Hang on, it might be at an angle enough now to get it back on. Ah, because the winch come off, it stops it every time. Right, can I unstrap? Yes. Okay, now it's unstrapped. Let's try this again. I think it should be easy now. We're too far away, I think. Yeah, now the tractor's off. I've got a feeling this will do it straight away. Or nearly anyway. Are we stuck? The problem is now is where it is, I think. That's detached winch. We could speed this up and just call it back to and reset it from here. It would cost us 1 fuel, but we could do that. The way we started, I thought we had a chance of finishing this map today, but I don't think we're going to at this rate. Give me another winch point. No. Okay, what we're going to do, I think all this is doing is wasting time, isn't it? Mobile base function. Recall vehicle, one of those ones. Where is it? I don't know which one it comes under, to be fair. One of those. Right. Oh, yeah, mule. 15 meters away. There we go. Mule is there. Should have just done that in the first place, to be honest. Would have saved us a lot of time. Right, let's go and get these pipes. That's the focus, isn't it? Is the pipes. Ah, could have saved ourselves so much time. But you always think, I can do it, I can do it. I don't like spending fuel anyway, but yeah, you do think, I can manage. And then you, after a while, you're like, ah. Right, we want 5, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we probably could have done this a lot quicker if we'd just not been as stubborn, to be fair. But yeah, I honestly didn't think it'd take that long to try and sort it out. I thought we'd get there really quickly, and obviously I was wrong. Games don't need to be in perfectly flat, they just need to be in. They're not going to make us roll over or anything, so it should be fine. I suppose at least the tractor's a little bit closer, where it should be recycled. That's one. I haven't actually looked from here how far the route is to these, to be fair. I know it's where we did the electricity to, but I actually haven't looked. Right, let's work out where we're heading then. We live and learn. Absolutely, we live and learn. So this is being delivered to... I failed again, did it? Let's focus on what we're doing here. So we're going from there to there. So from here, head back towards the bridge and keep going round until we hit just outskirts of Tiffle, and then we come up. We're going to try and come up the same way we did with the power lines, the cables, and the cable layer. I don't really think trying to get between them houses is doable. So I think that's our best route, is potentially up here. I don't know how it's going to go. We'll only know once we're there, won't we, really? We'll give it our best shot as always. And if we can't get up there, then I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll have to tow ourselves up, maybe? But if anyone's going to be able to do it, it's going to be the mule. Definitely mess this entrance up a little bit by doing all this. How much sand we've moved just by getting stuck. It's really desperate. We really need on the mule, to make it better, you need a separate power source to the crane, or backup. So if you do topple, the crane was still in use, and that way you can always right yourself. That would be the main thing I think would help. Okay, we turn right here. We follow this round until we get to the outskirts of Tiffle. And then hopefully we can make it up the hill. It's the hope anyway. We can upgrade some vehicles shortly as well. We've got 97,000, so we might as well do some upgrading. Okay, follow this round. We should see where the cable layer laid its cables across the roadway. I had to cross over. We should see that, so we know roughly where we're at, to be fair. feel like we've gone too far. No, we're just actually perfect. We're there. The cable layer actually didn't make too much of a mess of the road. I thought this would be a lot worse than it is, but actually didn't do too badly with it. Well, we just need to turn around. Hopefully we can make it up this hill. I just don't know if we have the oomph. But yeah, cable layer didn't make that much of a mess of the road, which is interesting. Previously we have done. Might not help the cable layer's probably in the way, to be fair. Just kind of got a bit caught up as he went up there. Might still be able to get up and put it in low gear to try and help. Does help if the wheels are actually on the floor though, doesn't it? But actually, I made it up the hill absolutely fine. I thought there'd be more trouble getting up the hill, to be fair. The hill wasn't the issue, it was more just this bit here. Where the cable went in, actually, interestingly, was what's causing us the problem. We can get out where that cable went in, it wouldn't be too bad. Come on. There we go. Past the cable layer. And we've made it up the hill. I wasn't sure if we'd make it that hill, but actually that wasn't too bad. Okay, we can go into the map now to complete the task, and what I will do, unstrap it just to make it a bit easier. So we've brought the 5 steel beams to the power line to restore it, and we've put power to it as well. So that is job done. Now people will know the better days are coming, and that is one of the power lines restored. Now we're going to do another one. This one is different though. We just need to bring power underground to it. So it is El Almir and the power station's there. We are currently, so I'm trying to work out, El Almir's there, radio station's there, slabs, desert base. Our cable layer is currently here. I'm just trying to work out, is it easier to bring it from where it is, or do we need to reset it and bring it somewhere else? We kind of want to start there, I think. Bridge. There are some windy routes near the bridge, to be fair. I think I don't think there's any need to move the cable layer. Maybe then I think we can drive it from where it is. The entrance of the castle, you went past the bridge and over the cliff, and it flipped and landed on there. Really? At least you managed to get it to fall down. Mine was a mess when I tried to do that, to be fair. So the cable layer we've got here, what we'll do, we'll come back down the hill, we'll follow this to the bridge, and then we'll go to the municipal power station from there. We were talking about making a bridge across here to make our life easy, but actually we didn't need it then, as we could go up there. That wasn't too bad. If there's another mission to take more stuff up there, which I don't think there will be now, because it's all up and running, then I probably would lay a road just to make it a bit easier, but I don't think there will be anything else going up there now, because it's been rebuilt. It's all about getting power to the place, isn't it? That's the thing. In fact, talking about power, is there anywhere that hasn't got power? So that power line that does have power now. That's the one we're doing in a second. That's done. What's that one? We've got all the rewards for that one done, so that's fine. That's all done. Desert base. I didn't realise I'd failed that one actually. Thing is, you don't always notice that some of these are failed. That's the thing, and obviously we are missing out on money every time they fail or don't make it. Okay, so this is the only one then we need to still do power to. According to that, there's no more infrastructure that needs power. I've lost count of how many missions we've done today as well. We know at the start we needed 11 more missions. Well, yeah, 11 missions away from finishing, basically. I don't know where we're at now, though. Keep going along the road and we'll get to the bridge. I think there were 4 side missions to do. We've only done one of those. So, there's still a few more of those to appear at some point. We're going to leave the map 100% anyway. I do think we're very close though. How are we for time? Not too bad. Yeah, I did wonder if it was more efficient to move to kind of reset this somewhere else and drive from there, but actually we weren't too far away, to be honest. The hardest bit is going to get to a starting point, I think, here. Yeah. Right. We're across the bridge. Let's have a look. Where's the one? We're doing this one. Yeah, that one. So we need to get to the municipal power station. I did think maybe we can head up there, to be fair, but I don't know how doable that is. If we... might have been better off taking this right-hand turn just back there, to be fair. Follow that round. Then up here kind of gets you there. Let's do that. It's not much of a track, no wonder we didn't see it, to be fair. And because this is on tracks, we've found that tracks are really handy, especially on sand. And they tend to get used in most places without too much of a fuss. So if it's steep, we should still be able to manage getting up it, in theory. And this has never let us down yet, but there's always a chance it's just a little bit too steep at times. It could become a problem. But yeah, I like that crazy iceman. Flipping it over. I could cancel all the ones that I don't need running, to be fair. Right, we need first round until we get to a, kind of an open space here. Yeah, that's where the infrastructure routes show 0 if they're not running. There's a base and substation again. Why? I don't understand why they're crashing there. I really don't. Without following them, it's tricky. And it is just the extra rewards, to be fair. We should probably look closer at that and see what's going on. Okay, coming around the corner here. It's not the end of the world if we don't get all the rewards from them. It's just extra money, isn't it, essentially? Did we end up selling anything in the last year? I don't think we did. Did we in the end? I know we opened up the shop at the port. I don't think we've ever still not sold anything. Right, we're going to try and shortcut this. Up to here and then take a left and follow that round. Can we shortcut it, or was this a bad idea? Okay, may have been a bad idea. I don't think I'm properly stuck. I thought a shortcut might have been okay, but I may have messed up. Come on, give me some movement. There we go. No, saying that, I'm going to give it one more go. Not going to go low range this time though. To the left. Just can't get a turn left. Too many rocks to get over. I wondered if we could just... They was driving all the way round. I wondered if we could just drive over the rocks. But I think there's just too many of them. In for the tracks. Hang on. Oh no, hang on. Come on. I can't turn enough, that's the problem. I don't want to get myself completely stuck and then have to reset everything. I suppose this is why you should never take shortcuts. Although, hang on. Oh, it's so close to being there. That's the last kind of rock we need to get over there. Haven't got the oomph. On to the side. Probably would have been quicker just to go the main route, wouldn't it? And not even worry about trying to go a shortcut, although actually going to make it over. Still going to make it. Thought for a minute we had that. Now we need to get down though. Trying so hard just to speed things up for ourselves, and actually bad decision. Okay. So we need to follow this route round. It was worth a try, you never know. We could have saved a bit of time going up that way. But there we go. We live and learn. All it was, trying to save a little bit of time. Well, saying that, I didn't realise actually the next bit to go was quite easy. We could, I don't think we actually saved ourselves any time when we could have just come this way. That's the thing on the map. You look at it and go, "Oh, that's a nice little shortcut," and when you try and do it, get stuck and do normally, like actually, the normal route is probably quicker. Yeah, I know we need to try selling something. It's like in every game, I kind of hoard stuff and never sell. In this though, there's so much you can sell. I should really sell something. There's loads of stuff around the port that is yellow that we could sell really quickly and easily, to be fair. So it's definitely something to look at. Right, we'll go over the crest of this hill and then we need to have a look where we're heading. Let's have a look. Right, we're nearly there, in fact. So we just need to keep going this way. Potentially, because we're going to try and work out how to get them out destroying the road if we can. On once we start the route. But yeah, we kind of come to here, to this bit, T-junction here. And then my thinking is here. Although I don't think it's going to like the rocks if we try and place a route down that way. Okay, up to the next T-junction and straight across. But yeah, we do need to sell something. I think maybe when this mission's done, we'll go and grab some stuff. As I say, there's loads of yellow stuff around the port. We've definitely got the money to do some upgrading as well. Problem is, I generally only upgrade a vehicle when we're about to use it. And at the minute, we're not using anything new, are we? That's the problem. Okay, straight over the T-junction. Come on up the hill. And then we're going to work out the best route to lay these cables. Yeah, the map didn't show it like this. There was much rocks and things here. One of the reasons I wanted to come this way was to see what it was like, because obviously we're not going to lay cables on all the rocks. But this looked like a really good route to use. But after using it, it's not going to work for us, is it? Right, we are basically there. It's just to our left. It's not going to be able to lay cables on a lot of this stuff. That's the issue. A lot of the rocky area won't lay cables. Potentially we could get across there, but that will still be tricky. But we need to get this cable to there. I don't think there's a way of not using the road. I think we're going to have to follow the road to avoid all the rocky areas. See, I don't know if that's not doable either, is it? This is potentially doable, but again, it's still be close. Our best bet might be to come out that way and follow that round that way. Because the minute we hit rocks, it's going to stop us doing it. So I think our best bet is to go around that far side. Because we need to get to a road. It's not going to lay cable on any of this rock here. I think our best bet is then here then. Follow this to the road. Up to there, and then follow this road till we're here. And then up here. I don't think we've got a choice, to be fair. Right, Lane, that's why there's not a trophy for selling, because I wouldn't put it past the game, because I was crazy. Well, yeah, the vehicle trainer is quite a trophy. I've not looked at trophies though. So I always wait, don't I, till we finish the story. Although this doesn't really have a story as such. I don't know if there's any more dodgy ones to do at some point, to be fair. But yeah, the training across the train tracks was cool. And we did that without even knowing it was a trophy as well, to be fair. Yeah, so it won't lay cables, I don't think, of any of this stuff. No, don't tip. No. Okay, hang on. Stop. Ah! I'm not going to be able to get that back up, am I? No! That's frustrating. We got it all the way there for it to fall over. That's my fault as well. I was trying to get to this point to start. And coming across here rather than go loader seemed a better idea. I don't want to recover it because recovering it is miles away. That's the problem. There's nothing nearby. What I can do, I suppose, I'll get my mobile base and bring it nearby to restore it that way. We know the mobile base can handle most things. Oh, that's annoying. In fact, why don't we look at upgrading our mobile base? Because that's the original. The Khan and Low Stanik. We haven't looked at upgrading it, so let's have a look. Let's sort out for each. I don't know if you. I'm guessing you can upgrade it. What's the mild mobile scalper? Oh, that was what you were saying before, wasn't it, Crazy Irishman? That's not for tree harvester. Can we not upgrade a mobile base then? Unless I'm missing something, I don't think we can upgrade it. I can't see an upgrade for it. What does it come under? Yeah, I don't think there's an upgrade. Strange. I thought there would be, to be fair. I was hoping there was, to be honest. Unless I'm missing it. I don't know what one of these it comes under, to be fair. It's definitely not here though, unless you can get a different one later on, maybe. And that's why you can't upgrade it. There'll be a completely different one as you level up. But I don't think it's definitely not here. No. Okay, well, that changes what I was going to do there. So what we're going to do is recall it to here, and then we'll drive it to near the cable layer. And go that way. It's a bit annoying, as we're already where we needed to be, but there we go. Definitely looks like it needs an upgrade, doesn't it? We better quickly check these failed routes again as well. That one there. I don't know what's going on with that. That one is the port again, being silly. That's it. Right, so if we get this close to where I messed up, recall it, and then we'll carry on from there. Still a good hour of the stream left. There is still a chance of getting this map finished today. If we can get everything else done, it is still doable. Starting you thinking more about using fuel rather than just making life more difficult for myself, really. Right, 1 second left, second right, sorry, not this first one. Is this right down? Yeah, down here, like that other vehicle went. I'm going to be out of sorts. That was me not focusing enough. Come on. I just basically need to follow that truck, don't I, really? I didn't realise I needed to follow that vehicle. That's one of the ones that we've already got all the rewards for, I think. But it's still just running. I know you can stop them, but when it comes to the end, it will say 0 out of whatever out of the infrastructure. I hate seeing that 0, knowing that they're all done anyway. Oh, I'm looking forward to getting back to Death Stranding tomorrow. For those that aren't aware, Death Stranding 2 will be back tomorrow morning on the channel as well for another 3.5 hours. And then we're going to start thinking about next week. I am thinking 2 RoadCraft, 3 Death Stranding is my thinking. Right, keep following this round. We're trying to get to a point where I need to know where we need to stop. Basically, keep following around until we get to that, I think. Turn. This isn't the best for turning, I must admit. It doesn't have a very good turning circle. But it does keep going no matter what, doesn't it? Come on. Up the hill. Okay, where's this telegraph pole? Over there, so we are getting closer. I say all we're doing this is just so we can get our cable layer back on its tracks again. And just save having to drive it all the way here. Although, is it quicker to have driven the cable layer all the way here on its own after recovering it, or was it quicker to bring this here? That's the question. Obviously this is quicker in general than the cable layer, to be fair. Okay, round the corner and we're nearly there, to be fair. Yeah, we can just go through the rocks. That might not be a good idea, to be fair. Flat ground is probably better. Down left. Right, there's the telegraph pole. There should be a flat opening nearby. Yeah, just here. Oh yeah, no, the connection's not too bad at all. Right, let's recall vehicles. We're on cable layer. I don't know what cable layer comes on, to be fair. That one. Where is it? It did recall it, but I don't know where it is. Where is it? Oh, it's going down the hill. So it restored it, but didn't put the handbrake on. So it just started going down the hill of its own accord. There's no one put the handbrake on. So now we need to drive it back up the hill. It can't get past that first rock, can it? Go up that way. Up. And we've got to drive all the way around. Why did they not put the handbrake on? All it needed was the handbrake on. Yeah, we can't get back up that way. Right. That was quite a slope it came down, to be fair. We need to follow this road basically back up. That's annoying. Normally, the handbrake's on automatically, isn't it? Yeah, normally, every time you get a vehicle, though, normally the handbrake's already off. For some reason, it didn't put the handbrake on, which in turn made it fall down a hill. Luckily, it didn't roll, because that was the whole point of recovering it. Come on. It's not like in this area, these steep hills, I must admit. This is the road as well. This is the way to get up. So we've got to get up here. Okay, for some reason we can't even follow the road. No, you're on from the start. It's not helping. Okay. May have to find a completely different way up in a minute. Stay left. I was trying to stay more left to see if that would help. What is going on with this? All we're going to do is keep following this round. Okay. Nothing is going right now towards the end of this, is it? Part of me thinks we redeploy it, but I don't know if we have the same issue again. Slipping around here. Never had problems doing anything with this. It's managed to conquer everything so far until today. And now it doesn't like certain things. Nothing there, is it? Right, I think what we do is we redeploy it again, and hopefully this time it's in a better place. In fact, what we do is we drive this further in. Because this is where we need to start laying the cables from, in here. So let's try. I know we're using another thing up, but I don't actually think we have much choice from where it is. Right, where is he going to do it this time? There we go. This time it's in a normal place. At last. Now we need to figure out this route that we're doing, though. That's the problem. I think we're going to have to go this way until we get to here. I think that seems a sensible route, to be fair. Obviously the rock... Don't! Seriously? Very literally just recalled it. Oh, we could have dragged it, to be fair, but too late now. Cannot believe we just rolled that. Come on, dig in and turn over. Well, I might be able to get the actual point on top. There we go. So far, I thought today had gone really well. Until now. And now we start having issues. Right. I'm not too sure how far back we need to go here. To still be in the start zone. Okay, further back than I thought. Right, we can go further back yet. Trying to beach, I think that's the issue here. I need to go further back, but I can't seem to reverse anymore. It's because there's a mound there. So there's a mound that's stopping us going as far back as we need. Don't do that. I just need to get enough to connect that bit at the start. That's what we need. Just can't get there though. So we're not connected at the start because we're not far enough back, but I can't reverse back enough to actually get that start point. And it's all because there's a mound right in the way there. It's causing us a load of issues. Let's start laying now from there. There we go, we've done it. That's what I needed to do, was just get it to connect ever so slightly there. That's all we actually needed just to get it going. Okay, we got that start point. We need to head to the right here. Thanks for the like, we also much appreciated. Okay. Really struggling with these hills. Never had an issue before now. Suddenly it's really not liking some of these hills. And we've been saying that tracks seem to be the best thing to be using as well, but actually for some reason tracks aren't working that well at the minute. Okay, we want to stay to the right of that rocky outcrop there if we can. No, it's okay, can't break that surface. Hang on, it can do some of it. Is that connected? No. Right, we need to go back and try and get a connection. A bit more to the left maybe. Come on, there we go. It's given it. Need to be a little bit more to the left there to allow it to do it. Okay, trying to stay away from the rocky outcrop. We are going to have to do destroy roads to do this, I think. It's the only way of getting there. Although, on the sand, it doesn't seem to do too much damage. The mud we had previously on Stunker, when we did it on the road, was a lot worse than it seems to do on the sand. So that's something at least. Some rocks on the way. Here we go. Trying to avoid rocks where possible, but it's not that simple when they're right on the road. Trying to go forward now. I thought this would, if we had the route, I thought this would be quite simple, but actually it's proven to be a little bit harder than we thought. To get this in the right place. Right, let's deactivate for a second. Let's get ourselves a bit more forward. We're obviously getting stuck on something. And maybe just getting ourselves a little bit more forward would help. It's just can't get past this point for some reason. Come on. There's nothing blocking us that I can see. Oh, there's a rock right underneath us, that's why. I didn't see that rock under there. There we go. That's the one that's causing us all the issues, that rock right there. So easy to get a rock underneath you that you don't notice. So now let's move forward now. Yeah. There we go. Now we're stuck again. I think this is the worst cable laying bit we've had to do all game so far. Cable laying hasn't been this problematic until now. Is that another rock? Yeah, big rock. Which I didn't see to start with. Counting it. As long as it stays blue, we're good. If it goes any other colour, like red, we're not. Blue is good. Okay, we're still in business. Double check something. Right, so we're currently here. This is a route that we're actually using as well for deliveries, but the delivery is done. We've got all the rewards from it. We need to follow this down, this road all the way down to the bottom here, and then at the junction turn left, and then we're going to come back up here. As long as it stays like it is now, we're okay. The rocks just need to be more to the side. The fact that we've sent vehicles on this route means, in theory, it shouldn't be that difficult to drive. That is in theory though. Why are you stopping there? Driving at main cables though do seem to be two complete different things. Right, we're okay. You can see the junction on the bottom down there. That's what we're aiming for. Again, we always try to avoid the roads because we haven't got much choice here, I don't think. As I say, we don't see it damage sand as much as normal roads. You can see it's still fairly flat. So I don't think it's going to cause too many issues with driving it normally either, once we're done. Okay. So once we get to a certain point, let's have a look. we want to turn right just as we get to this opening here. Turn left, sorry. Yeah, it's not damaging the sand that badly. You can see it's not causing too much of a problem. We'll try and go off the road if we can a little bit here. This bit here, we nearly there. This job has caused a few issues, but we've done it, I think, in the end. First time the cable layers struggled, but we've managed to persevere. And we have restored power. Okay, we need to complete the objective on ourselves. There we go. Confirm the power is back. Goal complete, flux and flow.
Oh, I just received a task that seems like the perfect palette cleanser.
Being able to fly in the sand more easily. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
The beauty is that you don't even need a PhD for this one. Just bring a truck of supplies and some generators to an archaeological dig nearby.
Okay.
You know what? I think you really nailed that last task. Just like all the others so far. Before you arrived, this place was cut off from the world. Had no water and no electricity either. And look at it now. Well, still not much of a looker, but you really resuscitated it. Feel the accomplishment yet?
No, not yet.
It's delayed. Don't know about you, but I could really use a weekend poolside with one of those little umbrellas in my drink. Anywho, I can almost see the end of the task list now. How about making it a real home run? I know you're up to it.
Okay, I think that's everything. All the missions come up. Let's have a look at what we've got next then. So we've got side missions as well. So praise the sun. We're on the final bit of this map now. Final effort awaits. Revive the lab in the name of science. To clean up the operating area in the Solar Radiance Lab. So this is wow. Okay, Solar Radiance Lab. We've not been down here, to be fair. So it's past the concrete factory. And we need to clean up this area. We have to take a big crane there, essentially. We have a big crane at the concrete slab facility, so that's not too bad. This is where I think we do need a bridge across, though. There's some old bridges there that you can see used to exist. That would speed up the ability to get here, because otherwise you've got to go all the way around here, all these side roads that we just struggled with the cable layer. And there's a bases here. So yeah, so that's one job. Clear all 3 locations of debris. Deliver the semi-truck from the port to the lab. So there's a semi-truck at the port that is driving all the way to the lab. And that semi-truck will be the worst vehicle in the game. That's not going to be fun. Side missions, send supplies to the excavation area. So pardon me. Oh, I'm really struggling with the gas today in the Lucasade. That's the problem. Right. Send supplies to excavation area. That's this here. So we've got deliver 2 objects that we pick up from El Almir. To be fair, that's not too bad a route until you get to here, and then it's a bit more off-road. And then deliver a vehicle as well from the port over there as well. So anything's port side, I don't think it's too bad a journey. You follow the road till you get to this kind of corner here, and then you're going a bit off-road, but you're not too far away from it. The lab, on the other hand, I do think we need a bridge across here, just to make our life a little bit easier. And since we're at the concrete slab facility there, it shouldn't be too bad to do. So where do we put this? That's going to be quite steep there, isn't it? If we want to do what I'm thinking, where do we put this? See, there is a road here. We could put it across here, potentially. Doesn't look like there used to be something there previously, doesn't there? To be fair. And that'll bring you along there. I don't think that's too bad. I'm thinking concrete just because the concrete factory is there, to be honest. Okay, not that. So that looks okay. I need eight concrete slabs, which is doable. But I think that would give us the ability to get across a lot easier. So it's either that one there, or we do it here, like I first thought. This was my first choice, was here. My only concern is I don't know how steep this bit is here. Although it could go to there, though. It could go to there, and then it's a flat kind of turn off, isn't it, there? Nine concrete slabs. I think there. Mainly because you've got an exit point that's flat. Okay, we need 9 concrete slabs. We have a vehicle there that can do that. So let's quickly get making some concrete slabs. We need some big bits of concrete that we can chuck in to be recycled. We've got 1 slab there as it is. So 1 slab, and we need 9, I think it said, didn't it? Yeah. We are going to need a truck here, aren't we, really, as well, to take stuff there. To be fair, driving a truck there isn't difficult, to be honest. In fact, we'll quickly grab this one and drive that there now. Because it is near enough a straight route there. I'm assuming there's no concrete bits here, is there? Looking around. No. So we'll quickly get this to a concrete factory. Hopefully fill it up with a load of stuff. Get making the slabs, make the bridge. And that'll make our life a little bit easier. And then we'll get the missions looked at. But yeah, I think without the bridge it's going to make our life difficult to get there. So with a bridge it'll make life a little bit easier. It doesn't look like there used to be bridges there, to be fair. We could have done wooden bridges. You need 14 slabs, did you? Wow. Yeah, I think this will be the longest bridge I've done so far, with 9 slabs. In fact, there's a load of stuff here that can be loaded up. Let's quickly we'll drive this over and pick all this stuff up. In fact, actually, we've probably got a crane that's close, haven't we? Yeah. This crane is closer because it is just above where that is. I don't know how easy it is to drive over this stuff, but come on, let us through. Come. We'll start picking all this stuff up in a minute. Okay. Anchors out. Is that my longest reach? That's the problem with these cranes, is that reach is horrendous. Yeah, that reach is terrible, it really is. Yeah, we quickly get this filled up with concrete. That's a load of stuff ready for our slabs. So I don't think we're going to get this map done today like we were hoping. But we're definitely getting close to having this map done. Thing is, you can't really gauge how long a map's going to take. That's the thing. Although you get an amount of missions, it doesn't always equate to what you think in terms of time. Come on, over the top. Can't get that any higher, strangely. I must have moved the truck because now I can't get that on it. It's on. I think I need to move to get more on there. I'm going to need to move, I think. Okay. Let's swap vehicle. We'll try and reverse up to it, I think. It's just the crane. The crane is rubbish, but it was the quickest one we had because it was the nearest one we had. That's the thing. They're worth a good. Their star show definitely worth a good bit. Exactly. Let's say the problem is the crane more than anything else. The crane is horrendous. Well, actually wasn't the bit I thought it was. Come on. Can't even lift it high enough. Come on. Why can that not go any higher? That's weird. I know the truck's at an angle, but still. It's as high as it will go with that on it. Just trying to move it across because obviously it's not on the best bit there. Might be okay there, to be fair. Once it's strapped in, I think it might be okay. It's weird I couldn't go any higher though. I don't know, we're going to go half an hour left, that's not too bad. It's quite a straight run to the concrete factory from here anyway. Right, let's leave it there. Let's get this stuff there. We could. There's a bit more there, but I think for the time being, let's just get going and see how many this gives us. To be fair, mainly I'm annoyed. I just fed up with the grain. We go and get this stuff in and see. Like I say, we need 9 for the bridge we want to build, and then we can start looking at these missions. I think the ones on the ports may not be too bad, to be fair. It's more this side that I think is going to be issues. Port stuff I think won't be too bad. I'm not looking forward to driving the vehicle though, because that's the worst vehicle in the game. There was a couple of vehicles I saw in the shop that I actually wanted to use for this collecting concrete and stuff. There's one that has its own grabber, essentially, picking up things like concrete. Something I want to look at maybe in the next map, because it looked quite cool just to use it. So because it's different mainly. Right, we don't know how much this is going to give us. Hopefully quite a lot. That's the hope. There's some more to the right hand side there. You can see a bit more concrete stuff there. We can always get in quick enough to get recycled. Let's see what this gives us though. Seven, and we said we need 9, don't we? There's one already there as well. Okay, there's some concrete bits just here. So all we're going to quickly do is get these concrete bits in, and then we're golden. We can go and get these bits done, get that bridge sorted. Always handy when there's bits ready to rumble straight away. Because we only need really one more slab and it's nearly there. We don't need a massive amount, but while we're here we might have to grab what we can, just in case we need any more for anything else. Missed it. I thought I got it right perfect in the middle there, but I didn't. There you go. Right, last bit, we'll quickly shove this in. That should be enough for what we need. And then we can get this loaded up with the slabs and get the bridge built. As I say, we now know we're not going to finish this map today. We're going to be very, very close to doing so. The plan is next week to do 2 RoadCraft streams alongside 3 Death Stranding. So we should get quite a bit done next week, hopefully. Let's go and get this in though. There we go. I know we've got enough for 10 now. We don't need 10. That's enough for 10. Right, we need to get in a position to be loaded up. I haven't actually looked to how we get to where we're going, to be fair. Right, take out. Hang on. Let's get this out. I think if we stay here, and then the crane can go over the top. And we should be able to do it that way, I think. There we go. First one up, so we need 9 in total. I don't know if we can do it all in one run, or if we'll need more than one run, that's the only thing. I was going to say, can we fit more than one load in? One thing, but it's just slightly not wide enough. I don't think it's long enough to get. Yeah, it's just not quite long enough, but I think we can get a second. We stagger load this. Potentially we can get them all on in one. We're not making it ever so heavy. So we stagger load rather than just one big pile. Come back a little more. There we go. Hopefully that'll spread the weight a little bit more. When we get to, if we get to a point of where it's level with the sides, we can always go long ways. It's difficult to see sometimes, to see where your angles are. Everything I find. Well, we kind of level, aren't we? So, I don't know how this will go with strapping it. I'll have to check this, to be fair. Because we're kind of leveled out. So if we now go this way, let's come back a little bit. Will it strap it? Is the question. See if we need 2 on there first to see what it does. If it straps it, perfect. It means we can distribute the load better. Like I say, I don't think we've got too far of a journey to take these, to be fair. Because like this we can get 3 loads on together here. Right, let's just swap vehicle quickly. I just want to see how this straps up. Yeah, perfect. So let's do what we wanted it to do. I've lost track of how many are on there, to be fair. I think it's 3 on the bottom, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think the right amount is here. So we get this one along the back end. It's just another way of distributing the load, I think. No, that way. Trying to use a swing to my advantage when we lower things. There we go. What we might even do with this one is actually go back to doing. No, actually, you'll be alright. I wonder whether we'd have to stagger it again, actually. I think we'll be fine. Okay, 2 to go. And then we are fully loaded, I think. Is it 2 or 3? 3. I want to say it's 3 on the bottom, 3 on the side there. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think we got an extra one out. I think we didn't realise we had an extra one out at the moment. A little bit over where I wanted it. Got that one back again, I think. Yeah. So dropping from a height isn't always the best way. You can't always judge where it's going to land perfectly. Should be fine. Yeah, I just thought spreading the lowdown makes it a bit easier. And then you're not putting all the weight in one area then. Because if you just do one big pile, all the weight's in one place. Yeah. It's probably not how you meant to load things, to be fair. But to me it makes more sense to spread the load over as many wheels as possible, rather than just in one place. It's not quite that. Okay, I think that is the 9 we need. All strapped up, ready to go. Okay, in terms of roadway, because we haven't actually looked at this, how do we get there? I think we come back out onto the main road here and follow it down. It does actually seem fairly simple. I will say that load spread like that does feel a lot better, a lot more even. Whether that's, you know, how you're meant to do it or not, I don't know. But to me, it works. Okay, across this way. And there's our bridge. Whoa, okay, bit bumpy I was expecting. Well, we got 15 minutes. May still be able to get a bit more done once this bridge is sorted. Okay, how many is missing? That is bridge done. That is the bridge complete. We'll quick drive over it. Yeah, that's worked out really well. And then you come off here. That's actually worked out really well. Right, let's have a look. What have we got for us to do? There's several things here, isn't there, to do? We need to clear this up first and foremost. I think we do that first. And we can do that by sending the big crane we have here straight across that bridge we've just made. Probably, if we didn't make the bridge, there probably is another way of getting there, but how long would it have taken us to get there was the question. Whereas this bridge has just enabled us to get straight there. Actually gone further down. Yeah, I didn't know you need to go cross country there. I thought I was turning, but I wasn't turning at one point. Follow the road until it stops and then turn left, essentially. Yeah, we could even get this bit flattened out if need be. Probably could have come a little bit more this way. The little wooden bit there, it does help you get up. But that works out quite nicely. Straight over.
Jeez Louise. I'm only looking at the satellite picture and I'm still impressed. I didn't know what to expect when I read Solar Radiance Lab on the map, but it certainly wasn't this.
I don't know what Solar Radiance Lab is, to be fair.
I envy you again. Honestly, for starters, you only need to clear out all the debris, but still, this place is really something.
Okay. She says it's really something. I'm not too sure what it actually does. Why is the car with it? How much does it affect the road below? Well, the bridge, I don't think it affects anything, but... Oh, yeah, I didn't... Hang on. That's a good shout. I haven't thought about that. It doesn't, looking at that. Look, if that's where the pillars are, the road through here, you can skip across this one. Or you can go this way. And actually, that would bring you straight across to there. So it doesn't look like it actually messes too much up, to be fair. I hadn't thought of that when we built it, to be fair. I'm just dumping this stuff to the side. I'm not overly worried about too much where it's going. As long as it's out of the box. It's a long way away from anywhere where we're going to recycle it. Unless it's concrete, we're never going to recycle any of this stuff anywhere. It's too far away. Does that count as out? I think it does. So there's concrete stuff there that we can use, and the recycling point is nearby. But these metal things, they're miles away from where we would recycle them, so I don't think we're really going to use them. I don't quite know why these need to be moved unless somebody's going to build something here. I'm on the right camera, I'm just using it wrong. Camera anchors. The crane can stay up while we do this. I've only got to move forward each time to try and get a better angle on what we're doing. Okay, swing this round. There you go. Yeah, I don't really mind where all this stuff goes as long as it's out of the way. I don't think it really matters a minute. I think the car may be the last thing here on this first one. Well, you've got, so the two camera modes, you've got the crane mode itself, which gives you the view of where the crane is, or you've got the actual vehicle. The problem is if you use the vehicle one, it's a lot harder to use the crane. So whenever you're using crane mode definitely works. Whenever you're driving, you don't want to be in crane mode. But yeah, it's just so you get a better view essentially, isn't it? Right, okay, where are we chucking this stuff? To be fair. Do you change mode when you're in the crane, Judgment? Right, there's a load of concrete right there as well. We don't want to block any of that concrete off because we will probably end up using that. This stuff probably wants to go this side. Yeah, all that concrete there we could actually recycle quite easily. Might be in the wrong place here. I don't know if I've got enough movement to go to stack stuff up the other side. I think I need to be more that way. How far can we reach? Right. Yeah, we're not quite enough to the right hand side here to actually get this stuff where we want it to be. Hopefully that's enough. So this first one here. Swing it around, drop it there. It's not giving me a choice for any others. For some reason it wasn't changing to other ones for some reason. Okay, swing this one round and get this one on top of that one. There we go. Right, bring this one across. There we go. The other one done. Why is it not giving that one straight below me here? Okay. Maybe that one doesn't need moving. It's not got a mark on it saying it needs moving, to be fair. I was just saying to you about you saying you don't understand the two camera modes. Do you use them both, or do you're not sure of them both? I don't know what you mean by you don't understand the two modes. Okay, I don't think we need to move the pinky one there. It hasn't got the marker on it to say it needs picking up. This one does though. Swing it round. There we go. Give me the car. To be fair, I want all four in the car really. There we go. want to be a little bit careful here, mainly because there is a roadway here that I think we're going to want to utilise. So I don't want to block back if we can avoid it. Right. My simple car. Although saying that, it's moving. Right. Is this on our last one? Well, it might be from this area. We normally know when you pick it up and swing it out, if the area disappears, you know you've got them all. Are you finding too close? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, that is all of that bit done. I find the crane camera useful when we're actually in the crane. In the bigger crane, I find it a lot easier to use the camera in that one. I must admit, the smaller one maybe it's a bit more difficult. Right, last bit to kind of unjumble, and then we're good to go. It's quite a large area there, to be fair, on that one, compared to those two. Well, how is your time? We're only about 5 minutes left. We are rapidly running out. We'll see what we can get done. That one is blocking the road a little bit. Okay. It's a big old circle. What are we actually getting rid of? Right, the big pipes by the looks of things. I don't think we're getting rid of everything by the looks of things. On the map it looked like there was a lot here. But actually, I don't think there's that much when it comes to it. Yeah, when it comes to it, I don't think there's as much to get out of here as you first see. Gonna give me the other one? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the vehicle camera I find is too far away, especially on the big crane. Smaller crane you can use. To be fair, you can use it. I find it for this crane it's too far away. But everyone has their own personal preference, don't they, at the end of the day? You're going to roll in, or you're going to stay? I knew he was going to roll in. Stay still, stop rolling in. Okay, what I have to do is spin this round a little bit, it's just rolling in every time. There we go. May see if we can get the car from here, or the actual, actually give it to me. No. Yeah, it did give it to us. I wasn't sure if I would or not, to be fair. Because we need to move again, I just wondered if we'd grab it right before we move. Again, all this stuff can be recycled, but it's miles away from the nearest metal recycling place. So it probably won't end up being recycled, to be honest. Whereas the concrete stuff probably will. Is that going to roll in again, isn't it? Ah. Always the pipes, isn't it, that cause the problems. Stop rolling in. To be fair, it is a bit of a hill there. There we go. Dave, good morning, how are you? Or good afternoon, actually, we're just in midday. Thank you for the like, but much appreciated. We are just about out of time. I do want to try and see if we can quickly finish this mission. We've got a few more bits to remove. It's not as much as you actually think it's going to be. And to be fair, some of it we can actually do this too. Okay, our life a little bit easier. We need to move that over here out as well. Obviously we need to be in a position to be able to get these out of the area. So let's try here. Right, can I reach outside that circle? I don't think I can actually. I'd rather you call me Steve, Dave, to be fair. Being called Stephen reminds me of being told off and stuff. I've not been called Stephen in years. But Steve's absolutely fine. Well, why would I mind someone using my real name? It doesn't bother me. As I say, it's just the actual use of the full bit that bugs the hell out of me. Okay, we're not close enough to get anything out of the actual circle. We need to be around the other side of that, really. So we can get things close to it, ready to move out once we can get around the other side. We may need to stop here, actually, to be fair. We are out of time. I think there's quite a bit to do here. If you look at this, we've got these to clear, followed by these to clear here. And it's going to take movement because we can't get near the edge to get rid of them. So these right here, we're going to have to move to here, and then move the crane, and then move out. And it'll be the same here. So we are going to run out of time today. So I think this is where we should call it. And we did okay. We got quite a few things up and running. We have got the solar station up and running properly now, so that is working. And then we got power to the power line, and then to El Almir as well. That got power eventually as well. I think we did okay. We are getting there. Let's have a look at the hub and see where we're at there, and that will tell us everything we need to know as well. Annoyingly, we had the game crash first thing this morning, but the game's been absolutely fine since, which is the bonus thing. Let's have a look. I can't quite remember the percentage we were when we started today, to be fair, but we definitely have moved forward. So we're now 76% done, 23 of 30 missions, so 7 more main missions to go, and 3 more side objectives to go as well. And I think we currently have 4 on the go, 2 main and 2 side. So we're getting there. So that is, yeah, 76%. Pretty happy with that. But that is us for today. We are out of time, I'm afraid. We are next live tomorrow morning as we continue on in Death Stranding 2 on the beach. That continues tomorrow morning. RoadCraft will be back next week. My plan is 2 streams of it next week as well. And a massive thank you to anyone who's watched the channel update that went live yesterday. If you have, a massive thank you. If you haven't, the link is there to have a look. Or have a look at our videos, and they'll be there as well. But that is it. Crazy Irishman, thank you very much for being here. Always appreciated. Thanks for your help as well. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Dave, welcome. Goodbye. Nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Much appreciated. That is it from me. A massive thank you to you guys. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. We're back tomorrow morning with Death Stranding. RoadCraft is back next week. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you in a live stream very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.